Excited you about joining the Steelers organization?
Oh man, just a great opportunity, man. And Coach Mike T for sure. I always speak highly on him. I always been watching him from afar, and a lot of guys I done, I looked up to as players came here and just always told me great things. Like Pat P, Joe Hayden is one of my favorite corners growing up when I was young. Even though we ain't that far apart, but I was always used to watch him a lot heavy. And I got Cam. Cam did a great job of just always mentioning him. And what's other crazy is Rod Woodson. That was my mentor coming in. When I got drafted, I stayed at his house for about a month and a half, learned football from him. So, yeah, that's another good part of my reasons, too.
How'd that come about?
We had the same agent, Eugene Parker, God rest his soul. And he introduced me to him, and that's how he kind of drew me to sign with him, too. You had a lot of guys that I looked up to into this game. He had Dion, Rod, and, a couple other guys I used to look up to, and I got a great opportunity to meet both of them. And both of them gave me a lot of, great advice about ball and everything.
Darius, this year.
It's Slay.
What stuck with you of what Rod told you?
Oh, it's Slay. It's Slay. What's up?
Okay. What stuck with you about what Woodson told you?
Really, he kind of was just telling me always be healthy, and stay out the tubs. That basically means make sure you be able to play. And he just taught me a lot of formations and route recognitions and mostly, man, he had me on the track too a lot. He had me heavy on the track. But other than that, he's really just coached me ball and just teaching me about life.
Late this year, I think before the Eagles and the Steelers played each other, you mentioned on your podcast this was something that was pretty close to happening a couple years ago.
Yeah.
How did you get it across the finish line this time?
When the 2 years ago when it happened, when the Eagles kind of released me, they did not let it clear, I guess. So then they had just hey, nah, we're not releasing you. Let's just work out a deal. And then we came to a great number, and then I stayed. But fortunately this time, I got a great opportunity now to come up here and play in this this black and yellow or gold, however it is. I'm ready for it though.
Did that consideration the last time kind of play into?
Oh, of course. That's what it's one of my first choices. Like I said, Cam definitely when he saw the report, he hey Slay, man, you should come over here. And I'm like, man, look, if they reach out, I'm with it. So and they did, and I'm thankful that they did. So I got a great opportunity.
Slay, knowing how important it sounds like mentors have been to you, how much do you like mentoring some of the younger corners and working with someone like Joey Porter Jr.?
It's gonna be great, man. I love that. That's the best part of my job. I love meeting new people. Some people don't like meeting folks. I love meeting folks. I love having an extended family because I like just to meet people, and I'm very outgoing, and that's one of the biggest roles I like to take. Just helping mentoring younger guys because God did that for me. And, so I always got to return a favor in my way, and that's how I do it. And I do it with genuine love, not by force. It's because I want them to be great. I want them to always be better than me. Any guy I ever had under me, my job is try to make sure they be better than me as a player, person, and everything.
Has enough time passed since the Super Bowl that you have an appreciation for whether or not it changed you as a player, and if so, how?
Say that again?
Has enough time passed since the Super Bowl? Do you have an appreciation for whether or not that changed you having gotten to the top? And if so, how?
I mean, yeah, it changed a little bit. It changed something on my resume. But other than that, man, it was a great feeling, man. Something I probably never, thought I would be experiencing as something that's that crazy. Just being a win in the Super Bowl. If I told my wife that, this is the closest thing to my kids. I love all my kids, my family, and everything. But man, it's a whole nother feeling with that confetti falling on you. So, but I was on my high horse for about a good month and a half. Now it's kind of calmed down, and I'm ready to feel that again though.
Slay, what do you remember about TA for the 4 years that he was your DC, and how excited are you to play under him?
It's gonna be great, man. I got him at a young age, second year in the league, and that's the first person that I had met when I got to when I came back into Detroit. And the first thing he said is I love you as a corner. I watched you when you came out, and I'm gonna make sure you one of the best. And he pushed me every day. He made me do scout team reps with Calvin Johnson when I was on first team D. So he made sure I got to where I needed to be. We watched film together every morning. He helped me become who I am today, and I always looked at him as a father figure because we stayed in contact even after he left Detroit. He went to Cincy, we was talking, and then he come here. His nickname for me since he been here has been top 5. Every time you see me, top 5, top 5. So we got a great relationship, man. So he helped me get my first All-Pro. So, I'm always looking forward to working with him.
What has helped you at this stage of your career continue to be so productive?
Honestly, man, I got to give another good shout out to TA. He taught me early as a young age, don't use your talent as much. So, only use your God-given when you need to. And what he mean by that is that basically, come a film room rat. So I kind of learned the game real quick, real early. And, people think I'm moving fast as I possibly can. I'm not, just because I just know where they're going probably before they're going. And that comes from watching film with TA and just trying to make sure I use my ability as long as I possibly can.
Any trepidation joining a team with a quarterback to be determined?
You say what?
Any trepidation joining a team with a quarterback that's to be determined?
Oh, of course. I've been watching this organization for a long time, and I can say I trust this organization more than anything. Just from the outside looking in, and definitely with Coach. As you can see, I wanted to bring his resume up, but he has not had a losing season for a reason. So I do trust him, and whatever he got going, I'm with it.
One of the guys that is potentially in the mix, Aaron Rodgers, is someone that you've faced a number of times in your career. Do you have any thoughts on how he plays as a quarterback? What it would be like to end up on the same team with him after facing him so many times?
Yeah, shoot, he was in Green Bay, slicing and dicing. So hopefully once upon a time he's slicing and dicing, we on the same team. But however it goes, I'm here to play ball. I let the front office handle the front office because, like I said, I trust the front office. And whatever we need to do is what we're doing. I'm just ready to rock.
You talked about, prioritizing teaching as
Yeah.
a corner. What kind of pride do you take in? 2 rookies were with you last year. You guys
Yeah.
did what you did. What kind of pride do you take in how that worked out?
My thing is basically make sure they're comfortable. And, I was not forcing myself upon them as in just like, we need to do this, we need to do that. Because I'm a guy that's a willing worker. And, and if you're a willing worker, it's easy to go. And, so me and the young guys, we worked out every day, met up every morning. We worked out while offense doing their drills. We work out on the side of the field, get our stuff in. So I just like young guys that just want to be dedicated to their craft. And if you're not dedicated to your craft, this is not the sport for you. And I'm one of the ones that's really dedicated to myself. I don't force feed nothing, but I am going to be here for you, regardless. I don't care what it is. So that's how I am, and I think thank the guy, Porter for sure. I've been watching this game for a long time, even though he's been in 3 years, but I watch film on a lot of corners, and he got a great opportunity, and I'm thankful to be, a vet to him, to make sure I help him, help his game.
How eagerly are you anticipating training camp with DK Metcalf and Joe Pickens on the other side? Through tape study or times you played against them, what do you think about going up against those?
It's going to be great, man. It's going to be a great opportunity for me and for them guys as well. I'm on their team now. Usually I scout against them and making sure, picking out their weakness. But one thing I am going to do is getting them the update of what I had wrote on them about, so I could, learn from it. But it's going to be a great challenge. And like I said, I'm here to always help them get better. And I'm one of the ones that you ask me about any DB about that game, I can tell you what their weaknesses or their strengths is because of how much tape I watch of DB. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be, competitive. I got into it with DK before. So it's going to be fun, too, in a good way. But we're going to get after it.
Let's do one more, guys.
So on that note, neither of those guys are going to be on the field, or neither of those guys were on the field in December when you played these guys and things got pretty feisty, chippy against the Steelers. You have to smooth anything over, or do you kind of have one of those interactions with a lot of teams and players around?
No, I'm really the most easygoing dude, so it's gonna be smooth, man. It's just gonna be a smooth transition. It's just football, it's just a competitive sport, But we teammates now, so hey, we go jump on other folks.
Thanks, Slay.
Thank you.